your thought on intercessory prayer as far as do our prayers give God access to people's lives?
Okay, thank you. There are 2 types of prayer out of the 8 that you can pray without ceasing. The others you can connect without ceasing, but not ask without ceasing. You follow me? Usually we pray the prayer of consumerism. That means give me, bless me, forgive me, help me, heal me, me. When you get to contemplate God, listen carefully. Even fighting sin doesn't help you. You may not agree. I don't care. You don't have to invite me back. That's okay. But I want you to think about it. I was a kid, and I was crazy, hopeless. For instance, I would catch our dog and catch the fleas from our dog, and then put them in the tub where you take a shower in the bathtub, and watch the fleas trying to escape. Bang, bang. They would jump, but they were unable to jump so high, so they would drop back in the tub, and after a while they would get tired and give up and die. And one time when I got older, I told my dad, I said, listen, I am trying to be patient, but I have a fast temper. I have short fuse. I get angry. I explode in a second. And I have been praying, and the more I pray, the more angry I am. Did it ever happen to you? You pray and then you do it even more? And my father said to me, you remember when you would catch the fleas from the dog and put them in the tub? Didn't they try to escape? Yes. Did they manage? No. What happened? They died. Well, that's your fight with Satan. You are going to give up and die, or become a Pharisee and live a double life. And my father said, you don't have the power to fight Satan, but you do have the power to connect to Jesus. Jesus and Satan don't share the same room ever. When Jesus comes in, Satan goes out. Therefore, Ellen White says, at the foot of the cross, reading Desire of Ages, contemplating his love, his sacrifice, his perfection, who he is. Listen carefully now. Without human effort, we are changed into his image. Basically, you are not changed fighting Satan. You are changed spending time with Christ. That's the reason he gave us Sabbath. He says, I gave them my Sabbath to be a sign between them and me, so they may know that I am their God who sanctifies them. You remember? Well, the Hebrew doesn't say so. I love translating from Hebrew. You go to the original, he says, I gave them my Sabbath, and this would be the sign between them and me. And then quotation marks. Not quotation, how you say in English? Whatever, 2 points. Colon. Thank you. English. Oh. Anyway, and this would be the sign, colon. And then he says, instead of saying, give them my Sabbath, and this they will know that I am their God who sanctifies them, he says, this will be the sign. They will know me, and by knowing me, they will be sanctified. So basically, people who don't keep Sabbath can never be holy. And if you think that you don't work and that's the way you keep Sabbath, let me tell you, lazy people never work, so they sanctify every day. You don't sanctify Sabbath by not working. You sanctify Sabbath by having a connection with God. So if you didn't have a connection with God, even if you didn't work, you broke Sabbath. Do you follow me? By having a connection with God, just being in his presence, you become holy. There is no human effort. You don't even realize. You behold and you are changed from glory to glory. Okay. So, 8 types of prayer. Intercessory prayer. We didn't get there. I'm just, oh man, I go around and around before I give the answer. Hold on a second. Intercessory prayer. When you pray prayer of consumerism, you never change, you never get it. Because we are not called to put our eyes on sin, but on Jesus. We are not called to put our eyes on problems, but we are called to put our eyes on promises. You follow me? Therefore, you present your problem not because he doesn't know, but because you give him permission to work, and then you say, may your will be done, and you move on. However, when you pray intercessory prayer, reflective prayer, beholding prayer, and intercessory prayer, there are the two prayers that you can pray all the time. When you pray intercessory prayer, why should you continue to pray? It gives God opportunity to work daily, number one. Number two, God may have something for you to do, but we never hear His voice because we are too busy. When you keep praying, slowly you tune your mind to God's voice, eventually that you may hear what He wants you to do, and you may be ready to do it even if you don't understand. He may enable you to do what is your part to do about saving that person. Did I answer?